Welcome to the session on surds and integers. Now, you will use surds and integers in your FET phase, so grade 10, 11, and 12, although you are first introduced to them in grade 10. So, what is a surd? A surd is a number inside a square root that doesn't have a whole number as a solution. In other words, it's irrational, or your answer is a decimal. Now, a surd cannot be simplified without losing information. Often when you're doing maths calculations, you round off to 2 decimal places. And as soon as you do that, you lose part of the information about that answer. So when you put in a surd into your calculator, you'll see that it first gives you a solution where it displays it as a square root or a cube root. But if you press the change button, it shows you the decimal solution. So how do we find the integers around a surd? Firstly, it is a good thing to know your squares and cubes. And so you can see I've written a list here, and I'll come back to it with my examples. So here are 2 examples. Let's start with the square root of 8. Now, on your calculator, if you press the square root of 8, you will see that it gives me a surd solution. If I press change, it gives me 2.82. So I can see that my answer lies between, or my square root of 8 lies between 2 and 3. Now, if I went back to my original list and I look at the squares, I can see that 8 lies between 4 and 9, which is between 2 and 3. If we look at the cube root of negative 250, again, we can do this on the calculator. So we can say, if I take this cube root, so to get a cube root, you use second function and the square root button, and then I use my negative button and 250, and it gives me negative 6,299. So again, we can see that it lies between negative 6 and negative 7. Now, if I looked at my list that I originally showed you, you can see that 216 is smaller than 250 and 343 is bigger. And then, of course, because it is negative, it would be between negative 6 and negative 7. Remember to please like and subscribe to these videos and visit maths@sharp.co.za for free worksheets for grade 8 to 12 maths.